Prologue: The Legacy of the Aeryon. Long before humanity's first steps into the galaxy, the Aeryon, an ancient alien civilization, thrived across the stars. Renowned for their mastery of bioengineering and energy manipulation, the Aeryon were architects of life itself, capable of designing ecosystems and organisms tailored to flourish in any environment. For millennia, they reshaped planets, spreading their influence far and wide, creating a vast, interconnected web of life. However, the very bioengineering that had granted the Aeryon such dominance also led to their physical decline. Over time, their reliance on genetically enhanced constructs and automated systems rendered their bodies fragile and reliant on external support. Their once resilient forms became weak, their muscles atrophied, and their immune systems dependent on symbiotic nanotechnology. Yet their minds remained unparalleled, sharp, creative, and adaptable. To preserve their species, the Aeryon turned to a fusion of advanced technology and bioengineering, embedding their consciousnesses within biomechanical systems and genetically modified neural networks. This transformation allowed the Aeryon to transcend their failing bodies, storing their minds in living constructs and vast data matrices. Their organic cities and megastructures became extensions of their collective intellect, each structure pulsating with their consciousness. While this evolution ensured their survival for millennia, it also tethered them to their creations, leaving them vulnerable to external threats. Their ability to expand diminished, and they became dependent on the ecosystems and megastructures they had created to sustain their existence. When a galactic gamma ray burst swept through their empire, this reliance proved catastrophic. The radiation disrupted their biomechanical systems, destabilized their living constructs, and destroyed entire planetary networks. Their vast web of life crumbled, and the Aeryon, once architects of flourishing worlds, were brought to the brink of extinction. In their final act of survival, they consolidated their remaining knowledge, culture, and consciousness into the Celestial Forge, a colossal station hidden deep within a nebula, waiting for a species capable of reviving their legacy. Part 1. Humanity's Discovery. In the year 2463, humanity's exploration of deep space led them to the Celestial Forge. A coalition expedition, spearheaded by the United Terran Alliance, stumbled upon the forge while investigating anomalous energy readings in the Aeryon Nebula. The station's architecture defied comprehension, its organic metallic design pulsating with faint light as though alive. The forge's sheer size dwarfed any human-made structure, extending for kilometers in every direction. Dr. Elena Voss, an astrobiologist with a reputation for solving the unsolvable, led the team tasked with decoding the forge's purpose. The forge's exterior was covered in intricate carvings, glowing with shifting patterns that seemed to respond to the presence of the humans. Initial attempts at communication were met with silence, as the station's defenses remained impenetrable to human technology. It wasn't until Voss's team discovered dormant bioluminescent nodes that they began to make progress. By using quantum neural implants to synchronize with the forge's systems, Voss initiated the first true contact. The forge's response was overwhelming, flooding her consciousness with visions of the Aeryon's history, their technological wonders, and their desperate plea for survival. These visions conveyed a sense of longing, a call for partnership rather than subjugation. The forge revealed its purpose. It housed the genetic templates and cultural archives of the Aeryon, designed to integrate with another species capable of continuing their legacy. Humanity, adaptable and innovative, was the first species to meet the forge's criteria. But integration required more than technological compatibility. It required a symbiotic bond that could blend the strengths of both species. Part 2. The Tansio Symbiotic Bond. The Forge initiated the Symbiosis Protocol, a process that merged the genetic and neural traits of humans with fragments of Aeryon biology. Those who chose to undergo the process experienced it as both a physical and spiritual transformation. The protocol became a deeply personal and ceremonial journey, evolving into a coming-of-age ritual for those willing to embrace the bond. Each volunteer was guided through the ritual of integration, a multi-day process facilitated by the Forge. During this time, The participant would enter a bioengineered chamber within the forge where they were connected to its neural network. The chamber would immerse them in visions of the Aeryon's culture and their connection to the galaxy's ecosystems. This immersive experience fostered a profound sense of unity and purpose. The physical transformation included enhancements such as increased cognitive function, extended lifespans, and an innate connection to the forge itself. Volunteers gained bioluminescent patterns across their skin that pulsed faintly with their emotions and thoughts. Their eyes, now multifaceted and iridescent, allowed them to perceive electromagnetic fields and molecular structures. These changes symbolized the union of humanity and the Aeryon, marking the volunteers as Harmonics, hybrid beings who embodied the wisdom and potential of both species. The ritual of integration also included a deeply symbolic act, the planting of an Aeryon bioseed. Each harmonic carried a seed infused with both human and Aeryon genetic material, which would grow into a unique, living construct tied to the individual. These constructs, called symbionts, ranged from plant-like ecosystems to biomechanical drones, serving as companions and extensions of their bonded human. The transformation was not without its challenges. Those who underwent the protocol faced intense psychological adjustments, as the awakened fragments of Aeryon consciousness within them often brought visions and memories of a long-lost civilization. Support groups formed to help Harmonics navigate these changes, with experienced Harmonics acting as mentors to new initiates. The symbiosis protocol also sparked heated debate within human society. Critics feared that those who bonded with the Forge would lose their humanity, becoming agents of an alien will. Others embraced the protocol as humanity's next evolutionary step, a chance to transcend their limitations and achieve a greater purpose. Despite the controversy, the ritual of integration became a rite of passage for many who saw the symbiosis as an opportunity to shape the future of the galaxy. As Harmonics began to emerge in greater numbers, they played a pivotal role in unlocking the Forge's advanced technologies. Bioengineered starships, self-sustaining habitats, and energy systems capable of harnessing stellar radiation were just the beginning. The Harmonics carried an innate sense of purpose to restore the Aeryon's vision of a galaxy united by symbiosis and balance, ensuring that the mistakes of the past would not be repeated. Part 3. The Rising Threat, the Unforeseen Adversary. As humanity and the Aeryon forged their symbiotic bond, the Celestial Forge detected a new and enigmatic threat looming on the galactic horizon. The Aeryon, a species previously unknown to both humanity and the Aeryon, emerged from the depths of interstellar voids. They were a race of nomadic conquerors, their survival rooted in the consumption of planetary resources and the assimilation of technological systems. Unlike the Erevos, who had posed a threat to the Aeryon in ages past, the Aeryo's methods were coldly methodical, driven by an unyielding quest for dominance rather than survival. The Aeryo's advance was swift and brutal. Entire star systems fell before their relentless expansion, their planets stripped of life and resources. Using an eerie combination of nanotechnological weaponry and advanced neural disruptors, the Aeryon destabilized planetary ecosystems, leaving their victims unable to mount an effective resistance. The Aeryon were unaware of humanity and the Harmonics, focusing their predation on alien civilizations across the galaxy. They stripped worlds of resources and destabilized ecosystems, leaving destruction in their wake. This devastation eventually drew the attention of humanity and the Harmonics, who intervened to protect endangered species and maintain galactic harmony. This devastation drew the attention of humanity and the Harmonics, who intervened to protect endangered species and maintain galactic harmony. This fascination turned into a strategic obsession as the Aeryon began targeting colonies within the Concord, intent on harvesting both the technology of the Forge and the genetic enhancements of the Harmonics. The attack on Ardentia Prime. The first direct encounter occurred on Ardentia Prime, a major world belonging to the Celestial Confederation, an independent galactic power with limited diplomatic relations with humanity and the Aeryon Terran Concord. The Orakva deployed swarms of biomechanical drones to overwhelm the planet's defenses. The attack was precise and devastating, targeting key energy hubs and communication systems. Despite the colony's advanced bioengineered fortifications, the Orakva's neural disruptors rendered much of the planet's defensive technology inert. Harmonic defenders, led by Commander Ilara Voss, daughter of Dr. Elena Voss, fought valiantly to repel the invasion. Using their enhanced abilities to sense and counter the Orakva's tactics, they managed to protect a majority of the colony's population. However, the losses were staggering, and the Concord's leaders realized that conventional defenses would be insufficient against this new enemy. A united response. While the Aeryon-Terran Concord monitored the situation, they recognized that aiding the Celestial Confederation could lead to future cooperation and strengthen interstellar harmony. Drawing upon the vast archives of the Aeryon, the Harmonics and their allies devised a plan that combined ancient Aeryon wisdom with humanity's ingenuity. The Forge revealed hidden technologies, weapons, starships, and energy systems, but during the prolonged conflict, the Harmonics developed a groundbreaking temporal innovation known as the Timeless Nexus. This time pocket was crafted through the synergy of ancient Aeryon wisdom and humanity's ingenuity. It allowed for accelerated technological development without the constraints of linear time. Within the Nexus, decades of advancements could be achieved in moments relative to the outside galaxy. Combined with advanced artificial intelligence designed to harmonize with the Forge and the Harmonics' unique abilities, this innovation gave the Concord an insurmountable advantage as the war progressed. The Orakva, bound by the limitations of conventional time, were unable to counter the exponential leaps made within the Nexus, finding themselves consistently outmaneuvered. At the heart of their counteroffensive was the symbiotic armada, bolstered by the Timeless Nexus during the later stages of the war. Temporal phase drives and the knowledge gained within the Nexus allowed them to preempt the Orakva's strategies as they adapted. Artificial intelligence assistants, working in perfect synergy with Harmonics, ensured the Concord's evolving tactics consistently outpaced the Orakva, ultimately shifting the balance of power decisively in their favor. The Long War. The battle against the Orakva spanned decades, with conflicts erupting across multiple star systems. Each encounter brought new challenges, as the Orakva adapted their strategies and evolved their technology to counter the Concord's advances. The war became a test of endurance, ingenuity, and unity. The Siege of Erythros Belt. A critical supply chain for the Concord, the Erythros Belt became a focal point for the Orakva's efforts to cripple the Harmonic fleet. However, with the time-accelerated advancements from the Timeless Nexus, the Concord deployed next-generation cloaking technology and adaptive bioengineered minds capable of learning and countering Orakva maneuvers in real time. The trap decimated the Orakva forces, securing vital resources for the Armada and showcasing the overwhelming advantage granted by the Nexus. The resulting victory secured vital resources for the Armada. The Battle of Lyra's Veil, the Orakva, attempted to use a stellar anomaly to amplify their neural disruptors, targeting a peaceful alien civilization reliant on delicate bio-neural ecosystems. The Harmonics, equipped with time-phased starfighters developed within the Nexus, intercepted the attack. Using predictive algorithms and quantum-enhanced harmonic energy pulses, they dismantled the Orakva disruptors before they could fully activate, ensuring the survival of the endangered civilization. The battle proved the devastating effectiveness of Nexus-driven innovation. The battle marked a turning point, proving that the Concord's combination of ancient and modern tactics could outmaneuver the Orakva. The defense of Azure Spire. The Orakva launched a massive assault on Azure Spire, a key research outpost where the most advanced hybrid technologies were being developed. Harmonics, armed with Nexus-derived temporal shields and AI-coordinated defense grids, led ground and space forces in a grueling battle. The Orakva's inability to adapt to the Concord's rapidly evolving strategies ensured victory, using their mastery of time to ensure the outpost and its critical advancements were protected without unnecessary losses. Their ability to manipulate temporal fields allowed them to counter every Aeryon maneuver, showcasing the unparalleled synergy between the Harmonics and the Forge. The final stand. After years of conflict, the Concord identified the Aeryo's central command hub, a colossal spaceborne construct known as the Nexus Vault, hidden within a black hole's event horizon. This hub served as the nerve center for their operations, coordinating their fleets and sustaining their relentless expansion. The Concord launched an all-out assault on the Nexus Vault, deploying the entirety of the symbiotic armada. The Forge itself played a direct role, channeling its vast energy reserves through the armada to create a temporal distortion field that allowed the fleet to navigate the black hole's event horizon. The battle that followed was the most intense of the war, with Harmonics using every ounce of their abilities to overcome the Aeryo's defenses. The Harmonics aboard the lead ship, Eterna's Grace, unleashed a biotemporal cascade, a weapon that combined the Aeryon's ancient energy manipulation with humanity's temporal technology. Using precise temporal fields, they ensured the cascade obliterated the Nexus Vault without collateral damage or unnecessary losses. The Aeryo's command structure was severed, their fleets rendered directionless, and the war decisively won. Rebuilding and reflection. With the Aeryo defeated, the Concord turned its focus to rebuilding the devastated worlds. The Harmonics, though weary from the long war, emerged as symbols of resilience and hope. Their symbiotic bond with the Forge proved to be humanity's greatest strength, blending ancient wisdom with modern innovation to overcome the galaxy's greatest threat. The Concord vowed to remain vigilant, using the lessons of the war to prepare for future challenges. The Celestial Forge, once a relic of a dying civilization, had become the heart of a new era, guiding humanity and its allies toward a future defined by unity and survival. Part 4. The Age of Restoration, a new galactic order with the Aeryo. Defeated and their Nexus Vault obliterated, the galaxy stood at the brink of a transformative era. The Aeryon-Terran Concord emerged as a beacon of resilience, guiding the reconstruction of devastated worlds and extending a hand of unity to civilizations that had suffered under the Aeryo's predation. The Harmonics, celebrated as living symbols of this victory, took center stage in these efforts, using their unique abilities to heal the fractures left behind by the war. The Celestial Forge became the hub of this new galactic order, its vast archives offering insights into restoration and growth. Harmonics leveraged the Forge's ancient knowledge to terraform planets rendered barren by the Aeryo, reviving ecosystems and creating thriving new habitats. Artificial intelligence integrated seamlessly with the Harmonics' efforts, coordinating reconstruction projects across entire star systems with unprecedented efficiency. The Concord also formalized alliances with previously distant galactic powers, including the Celestial Confederation, whose worlds had been defended during the war. These partnerships evolved into a formidable coalition that championed interstellar justice, swiftly acting against any civilization or empire that sought to oppress others. Diplomatic summits held within the Forge's luminous halls became platforms for coordinating liberation efforts and ensuring that the galaxy's new order was rooted in cooperation and fairness, paving the way for a galaxy united not by conquest, but by shared purpose. Innovations born from unity. One of the greatest legacies of the Harmonics leadership was the introduction of the Eternal Nexus, a refined version of the timeless Nexus. This innovation not only accelerated advancements, but also led to breakthroughs in galactic and intergalactic travel. By harnessing quantum resonance fields and temporal pathways, the Harmonics, in collaboration with distant alien species, developed a new form of fast resonance travel, FRT. This technology allowed ships to traverse vast distances in mere moments, making the exploration of distant galaxies a reality. Fast resonance travel enabled the Concord and its allies to establish contact with previously unreachable civilizations, including deeper integration with the Celestial Confederation. As travel and communication barriers dissolved, the Confederation and Concord began to collaborate more extensively, sharing technologies and cultural advancements. This growing integration fostered not only mutual respect, but also a strong alliance between the Concord, the Celestial Confederation, and other civilizations and empires. Together, they laid the groundwork for a unified galactic order that prioritized shared prosperity and collective security. With these alliances, the Concord and its partners began to systematically dismantle oppressive and predatory civilizations that thrived on exploitation and domination. Through coordinated efforts, they overthrew despotic regimes, liberated enslaved populations, and restructured unjust systems to ensure freedom and equity across the universe. This wave of emancipation not only strengthened the unity of the Allied powers, but also reinforced their shared commitment to a galaxy free from tyranny. The exchange of knowledge led to the discovery of new galaxies brimming with untapped resources and ancient mysteries, further expanding the Concord's influence and fostering a spirit of exploration and unity. These advancements also gave rise to the creation of galactic way stations, massive hubs positioned throughout the known universe to facilitate travel, trade, and cultural exchange. Managed by the Council of Harmonics, these way stations became thriving centers of intergalactic collaboration, ensuring that the bonds formed through fast resonance travel endured for generations. The Harmonics also pioneered the use of quantum resonance symbionts, a fusion of Aeryon bioengineering and human ingenuity. These living constructs, bonded to individuals, became tools for exploration and innovation, aiding in everything from deep space navigation to planetary restoration. The symbionts further symbolized the Concord's philosophy of harmony and balance between life and technology. The Galactic Accord in the decades following the Aeryon War, the Concord's influence grew exponentially. A formal Galactic Accord was signed, uniting dozens of species under a shared commitment to peace, cooperation, and mutual defense. The Accord established the Council of Harmonics, a governing body led by representatives from the Concord, the Celestial Confederation, and other allied powers. The Council oversaw the equitable distribution of resources and mediated conflicts, ensuring that the galaxy's new unity remained intact. The Aeryon remnants, though scattered and leaderless, were not entirely eradicated. Recognizing the value of redemption, the Concord initiated a program to rehabilitate surviving Aeryon drones, repurposing them as labor units for planetary restoration. This act of mercy, though controversial, embodied the Concord's ethos of transformation and reconciliation. Epilogue. The celestial harmony, centuries passed, and the galaxy flourished under the guidance of the Aeryon Concord and its allies. The Harmonics, once a small cadre of pioneers, became a thriving community woven into the fabric of galactic society. Their bioluminescent patterns, shimmering with the energy of the Forge, were revered as emblems of hope and resilience. The Celestial Forge itself, once a relic of a dying civilization, evolved into a symbol of boundless potential. Its luminous halls welcomed beings from across the stars, serving as a university, a sanctuary, and a hub for innovation. The Forge's influence extended beyond the material realm, inspiring philosophical and spiritual movements that celebrated unity, growth, and the interconnectedness of all life. The Harmonics continued to push the boundaries of what was possible, unlocking new dimensions of existence and paving the way for a galaxy defined by peace and prosperity. Through the Eternal Nexus, they explored the mysteries of the cosmos, unraveling secrets that had eluded even the Aeryon. They ensured that no civilization would ever face the darkness of extinction alone. In the end, the Celestial Forge and the Aeryon Concord left an indelible mark on the galaxy. Their story became a testament to the power of unity, resilience, and the belief that even in the face of annihilation, life could thrive and evolve into something greater. The galaxy, once fractured and divided, entered an era of harmony that spanned generations, a legacy forged from the unbreakable bond between humanity, the Aeryon, and the stars themselves.